Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone. So today we are going to continue our lesson for chapter 2 Internet Technology. So let's have a look what we have learned for this chapter. We have learned 2.1 Basic Concept of Network, 2.2 Network Architecture, 2.3 Classification of Network. So for this week we are going to learn the next subtopic, which is 2.4 Introduction to Internet. So before we start, let's have a look. What are the learning outcomes? So at the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain the internet. You will also be able to describe advantages and disadvantages of the internet. And lastly, you will be able to explain the use of internet technologies in intranet and extranet. So let's have a look at the table of content. The first content you will learn, which is the definition of internet. Second content you will learn the advantages and disadvantages of internet, and lastly you will learn the type of net, which covers internet, intranet and extranet. So what have we learned? So for the past 3 weeks we have learned about the networks, how network works, what type of network is there, and etc. So and just last week we have learned how computers are connected to local area network and wide area network. So in this lesson, we are going to learn one of the type of the wide area network, which is the network of network, and it is called internet. So internet is the largest computer network connecting millions of computers and devices around the world. So internet is a worldwide collection of networks that links millions of businesses, government agencies, educational institutions, and individuals. So let's dive in a little bit history of the internet. So in early 1960s, the government researchers want to find a way for them to share information. So since computers back then was huge, in order for them to share information from one computer to another, one had to either travel to the side of the computer or have a magnetic computer tapes sent through the system. So in mid 1960s, JCR leader popularized the idea of intergalactic network of computers. So shortly after that, computer scientists developed the concept of packet switching to transmit electronic data, which was the major block of internet. And then in the late 1960s, the first workable prototype of internet came in with the creation of ARPANET, which stands for Advanced Research Project Agency Network, which was originally funded by US Department of Defense. So this ARPANET used packet switching to allow multiple computers communicate on a single network. So the first message they tried was log in, but the link and connection between both computers crashed on the letter G. So that only two letters were successfully transmitted, which is L and O. So in the 1970s, they realized that computers does not have a standard way to communicate with each other. So in 1970s, Robert Kahn and Vincent Cerf developed transmission control protocol, an internet protocol IP, which allows different kinds of computers on different networks to talk to each other. So in January 1983, ARPANET adopted the TCP and IP. So from there, researchers began to assemble the network of network that became the modern internet. So in 1990s, the online world took on a more recognizable form when computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web, WWW. While it is often confused with the internet itself, the web is actually just the most common means of accessing data online in the form of websites and hyperlinks. So that web helped popularize the internet among the public and serve as a crucial step in developing the vast trove of information that most of us now access on a daily basis. Now, let's have a look at the advantage and disadvantages of the internet. First, let's look at the advantage of internet. The first advantage of internet is that internet allows faster communications. It allows people to communicate with other people virtually from any parts of the world without having to leave his place. So this existence of chat rooms and video conferencing have allowed people to chat in real time. Okay, so the next advantage of internet is that information resources. So internet provides information that is available 24 hours a day to access from anywhere. So search engines like Google, Yahoo are available for different subjects for perusal in a matter of seconds. Okay? So internet is a virtual treasure trove of information. So any kinds of information on any topic is available on the internet. Next is social networking. So, friendship and connection have been made over the internet where people involve in passion over similar interests. So, it allows local students to interact with foreign students and discuss with them on different issues while enhancing their skills and knowledge. Lastly, internet provides online services, so you don't need to leave home to shop. You can just shop online and deal with bank transactions and book holidays. It is an advantage if you are disabled and cannot easily get out. You can also work from home and use video conferencing or forum or chat to people across the other side of the world, and all of this saves money and time. Next, let's have a look at the disadvantages of internet. So the first disadvantages of internet is that public safety. So adult teens and children around the world are using internet to share publicly their photos, videos, journals, music, and other personal information. Some of these unsuspecting innocent computer users have fallen victim to crimes committed by dangerous strangers. So you have to protect yourself and your dependents from these criminals by being cautious in email messages and on websites. Next is virus threat. So internet is the most popular source of spreading viruses. So most of the viruses transfer from one computer to another through email or when information is downloaded on the internet. So these viruses create different problems in our computers. For example, they can affect the performance of our computers and damage valuable data and software stored in our computers. So last but not least, pornography and social disconnect. So pornography can get in the hands of children too easily with the internet. So prolonged or improper computer use to access the internet can lead to pornography addiction and computer addiction and technology overload, which can cause problems in interaction with people in real life, right? Now let's have a look at the last content of this lesson, which is type of net, which covers internet, intranet, and extranet. So first, let's distinguishing the net. So if you consider the prefix of each type of net, the distinction becomes quite simple. So internet, inter means between, intranet, intra means inside, extranet, extra means outside. So let's have a look at the type of net. Okay, so internet is a worldwide collection of networks that links millions of businesses, government agencies, educational institutions, and individuals. So intranet is a private network that created by companies and organizations to allow the employee or members, authorized person, and specific customer to access the intranet. An extranet is a computer network that allows businesses outside the central company to access some part of its internet. So let's have a look at an overview of internet, intranet, and extranet. So this is the overview of the intranet, extranet, and internet. So intranet, it uses internet protocol to securely to share organization system and information within this organization. So the number of user is that it keeps limited number of predefined users, and the nature of user are the members of the organizations, which covers employees and manager. So the access level for this intranet is private. Next is extranet. So extranet uses internet protocol to share part of company's intranet and extend it to users outside the company via the internet. So the number of users are limited predefined user. So this nature of users are the members of the organizations and non-organizations member, which is the business partners. So the access level for this extranet is still private. So next is internet. So internet is a global interconnected computer networks that use TCP, and IP to serve billions of users worldwide. So the number of users is unlimited anonymous users. It could be anyone, and the access level is public. And that is all for today's lesson. If you have any question, you can just email me at filzadasazali@yahoo.com or telegram me. Thank you. Bye.